Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, as we unpack the full moon in Cancer at 23 degrees on the 13th of January 2025, as it shines its nurturing light on our emotional foundation, homes and family. This is the first full moon of 2025, marking a powerful emotional reset for the year ahead. Cancer, the sign of the Great Mother, invites you to reconnect with your roots, embrace vulnerability, and create emotional security. The full moon is here to guide you in releasing old emotional baggage, healing family dynamics, and finding comfort in the places and people that feel like home. Cancer is the zodiac nurturer and is the ruling body of the moon, magnifying the emotional tides, making this a profoundly reflective and intuitive time. Physically, Cancer rules the stomach, the breast, the wombs, the mucous membranes, which may feel more sensitive around the full moon. These areas are highlighted as emotional connections, nurturing instincts, and even unresolved stress.com. Full moons mark culminations and closures. In Cancer, this is the time to let go of emotional wounds, patterns, or relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Cancer rules the fourth house, so expect themes of family, domestic life, and ancestral connections to come into sharp focus, where you will have to see that nurturing your relationships is the most important thing at this moment in time. Opposing the sun in Capricorn, this full moon asks you to reflect on the balance between your career, ambitions, and personal needs. Are you giving enough time to your inner world and emotional well-being? Cancer governs the stomach, so emotional stress during this time could lead to digestive sensitivities such as bloating, stomach aches, or changes in your appetite. Focus on soothing foods and mindful eating. Cancer's nurturing energy is tied to the breast and the chest, which could feel tender or more sensitive. Emotional energy can manifest as physical tension or tenderness in this area. The body's protective linings, such as the stomach lining, feel more vulnerable. This could mean heightened sensitivity to rich foods and spicy foods, requiring a gentler approach to your diet. For those with a womb, this full moon may bring an awareness of reproductive health or cycles. It's a time to reflect on how you're caring for your physical and emotional well-being. The moon governs the body's fluids, and during the full moon, the body retains more water, which could increase swelling and prolong healing. Emotional sensitivity can heighten physical vulnerabilities, making surgery riskier unless it's an emergency. Non-essential surgeries are best postponed until after the full moon phase has passed to avoid complications and ensure optimal recovery. On a larger scale, Cancer's influence turns the world's attention to housing and family welfare. Expect discussions around housing reform, community care, or global responses to environmental disasters affecting homes. Cancer is a water sign, so expect heightened focus on water-related issues such as flooding, water shortages, or ocean conservation efforts. As Cancer rules collective emotional body, global events may spark widespread empathy, compassion, or even emotional outcries for justice and safety. This is a time for emotional breakthroughs, whether it's crying over something that's been bottled up or finally understanding why a past situation affected you so deeply. You may find yourself revisiting childhood memories that help you release long-held resentments towards family members. The moon's energy draws your attention to family bonds, whether it's through mending old wounds or simply spending time together. It's a time to prioritize your loved ones. You might reach out to a sibling you've been distant with, or initiate a heartfelt conversation with your parents. Cancer's domestic life can inspire you to make your home feel more nurturing and secure. You could start decluttering, reorganization, s'il vous plaît, or even redecorating to create a space that feels more peaceful and comforting. With the sun in Cancer, the full moon asks you to reflect on whether your career is overshadowing your personal needs. This might make you be more willing to delegate responsibilities at work, or you could spend more time with your family or rest at home. Cancer's energy calls for deep self-care. It's a time to reconnect with your needs and give yourself permission to rest, recharge, and heal. You could treat yourself to a cozy evening in with your favorite comfort foods and a journal for reflection. The full moon's opposition to the sun in Capricorn at 23 degrees is about your work-life balance. The tension between Capricorn's ambition and Cancer's emotional sensitivity asks you to harmonize your public and private lives. The full moon sextile to Uranus in Taurus at 23 degrees is emotional liberation. Uranus's harmonious aspect encourages fresh perspectives on old patterns, especially in matters of security and stability. The full moon's trine to Neptune in Pisces at 23 degrees is heightened intuition. Neptune's dreamy energy enhances your ability to connect with your subconscious and spiritual insight. The full moon's conjunction to the fixed star Pollux at 23 degrees Cancer is for your emotional release. Pollux brings intensity and bravery to the full moon, helping you face challenges with grace. Energy work for the full moon. You could use sage, Palo Santo, or your favorite cleansing ritual to clear stagnant energy around your home. Spend time near water or visualize yourself being cleansed by its flow. Engage in activities that bring you comfort, such as cooking or taking a warm bath. Write down old grievances, fears, or burdens and burn the paper to release this symbolically. The mantra for the full moon in Cancer: I honor my emotions and nurture the foundation of my soul, creating space for healing, love, and security. The full moon in Cancer, the first full moon, offers a moment to embrace vulnerability that leads to strength and emotional release, that paves the way for deeper connections, whether it's repairing family relationships, creating a nurturing home, or simply giving yourself the care you deserve. This full moon provides healing waters to move forward. Big Cat, the tides are turning. Are you ready to ride the emotional wave? Aries, the full moon in Cancer is in your 4th house of healing roots and reconnecting to your family. It shines a light on your emotional roots and family life. Aries, long buried family dynamics or childhood memories may resurface, urging you to heal old wounds. A conversation with a parent or sibling could reveal unspoken truths, giving you the clarity to forgive or move on. Your home environment might feel like it needs an overhaul, whether physically or emotionally. You may feel inspired to redecorate, declutter, or create a sanctuary that supports your emotional well-being. Don't hesitate to set boundaries with your family if needed. Big Cat advice: honor your emotional needs by creating a safe and nurturing home environment. Taurus, the full moon in Cancer is in your 3rd house, releasing blocks in communication. The full moon lights up your connection to those closest to you, siblings, neighbors, or your inner voice. Unresolved issues with a sibling or neighbor could come to the forefront, prompting a heartfelt discussion. You might reconnect with siblings after a period of distance or settle a misunderstanding with a neighbor. This powerful time to release outdated thoughts and patterns that are holding you back. Journaling or speaking your truth could help you uncover hidden fears or desires. Big Cat advice: use your voice, but also listen deeply to those around you. Truth shared can now heal old rifts. Gemini, the full moon in Cancer is in your 2nd house, redefining self-worth and financial stability. The full moon highlights your relationships with money and how it ties to your self-esteem. You might uncover emotional spending habits or reassess your financial priorities. A surprise bill or financial opportunity could prompt you to create a more secure budget. Emotional breakthroughs could help you recognize your worth beyond material possessions. You might decide to let go of undervaluing yourself at work or in relationship. Big Cat advice: reflect on what truly makes you feel secure, emotionally and materially, and build from there. Cancer, the full moon in Cancer is in your 1st house, empowering your authentic self. This is your full moon, Cancer, and its energy is deeply personal and empowering. You'll feel compelled to release old versions of yourself that no longer align with who you are. You may decide to change your appearance, mindset, or personal goals to reflect your authentic self. Emotional clarity helps you take control of your narrative and embrace your vulnerability as a strength. You could have a deep realization about your needs in relationships and take action to honor them. Big Cat advice: step into your power and allow yourself to shine. This is your moment to lead with your heart. Leo, the full moon in Cancer is in your 12th house, facing hidden fears and emotional healing. This full moon invites you to explore the hidden corners of your subconscious. You may feel drawn to reflect on old patterns or fears that have been holding you back. Dreams or meditations could reveal emotional wounds you weren't fully aware of. Time spent alone will help you recharge and regain clarity. A solo retreat or journaling session could provide breakthroughs. Big Cat advice: honor your need for introspection and shy away from what surfaces, because to do that would be the biggest mistake. Why? Because healing awaits. Virgo, the full moon in Cancer is in your 11th house, reevaluating friendships and future goals. The full moon asks you to reassess your social connections and long-term goals. A friend or group may reveal their true colors, encouraging you to realign with supportive networks. Emotional clarity helps you redefine your future goals. You may decide to leave a toxic friendship or join a new community that aligns with your values. Big Cat advice: surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you, and release those who drain your energy. Libra, the full moon in Cancer is in your 10th house, balancing ambition with emotional needs. This full moon asks you to harmonize your work-life balance. A demanding job could prompt you to set boundaries, or you might receive recognition for hard work. Vulnerability in the public eye could strengthen your connections. Sharing a personal story at work could inspire others and create deeper bonds. Big Cat advice: use this time to align your career with your emotional and personal values. Scorpio, the full moon in Cancer is in your 9th house, expanding emotional and spiritual horizons. This full moon encourages emotional growth through exploration and learning. You might find inspiration in a book, a mentor, or cultural experience that changes your outlook. Travel or higher education could help you process unresolved emotions. Big Cat advice: embrace experiences that challenges and expands your emotional world. Sagittarius, the full moon in Cancer is in your 8th house, transforming intimacy and shared resources. This is a powerful time for emotional and financial transformation. You might have a transformative conversation with a partner about trust or boundaries. Joint finances or debts may need to be addressed. Big Cat advice: embrace the emotional intensity and use it to deepen your connection and transform your fears. Capricorn, the full moon in Cancer is in your 7th house, strengthening relationships with emotional balance. The full moon brings relationships into a sharp focus, Capricorn. A heartfelt conversation could strengthen your bond or lead to a necessary disclosure and closure. Reflect on how your ambitions impact your relationships. You might prioritize time with a partner or re-evaluate a commitment. Big Cat advice: honor the emotional needs of both yourself and your partners. Aquarius, the full moon in Cancer is in your 6th house, healing daily routines and wellness. The full moon asks you to focus on self-care and daily balance. Emotional stress could manifest physically, prompting changes in your health routines. Reassess how your daily habits support your overall well-being. You could decide to delegate tasks or implement better time management. Big Cat advice: make your well-being a priority and listen to your body's needs. Pisces, the full moon in Cancer is in your 5th house, reigniting creativity and joy. The full moon sparks joy, creativity, and emotional expression. You might feel inspired to start a new creative venture or rekindle an old passion. Relationships could deepen emotionally or reveal the true potential. A romantic gesture or heartfelt conversation might strengthen your connection. Big Cat advice: embrace the joy of self-expression and follow what makes your heart sing. If you want to see what the intel is in the stars for you, hit me up in my Gmail at onebigcatchronicles@gmail.com. Until we meet again on these astrological streets, Big Cat wave!